Hello, everybody. This is Joe Pashota calling from the Washington, D.C. area, and today we're talking to my good friend Kris, who's in sunny Las Vegas. How you doing there today, Kris?
I'm doing pretty well. Unfortunately, it's not sunny today. It's one of the few days in the year where we have overcast sky, but you know, it's a welcome break, you know, from all the sunshine that we've been getting. So it's kind of like a nice.
Okay, well that's great. Can't have sun every day.
I know, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. So tell me, what are we going to talk about today?
I'm actually really excited about the next topic I want to talk about. It's not really a specific topic, but just a program that I listened to earlier this morning, and it's a recording of Earl Nightingale's "The Strangest Secret." Ooh, it sounds really exciting talking about a secret, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah. All right. So what's the secret? We always want to know what the secret is.
Well, we'll get to the secret a little bit later in this discussion. We'll keep you anticipating and waiting, but. You know what Earl Nightingale, I mean, if you don't have a background or know who he is, he's actually one of the first business philosophers and one of the first personal development gurus that's out there. I mean, pretty much the big names like Bob Proctor and Jim Rohn and Anthony Robbins have all studied, you know, some work that was produced by Earl Nightingale. And what he did is he was one of the senior sales guys. I believe he was in the media broadcasting industry. And what he did to motivate his sales force was he recorded the Strangest Secret and passed it to them, and he noticed such a phenomenal increase in their performance and results. So, do you want to know what the secret is, Joe?
Well, are you going to tell me right now, or are we going to talk a little bit more about it?
Everyone's all dying. The Strangest Secret. Secret is...
hang on before you tell the secret, because what's important here, I think, for everybody to recognize is that you didn't just you weren't just walking in a bookstore and you just came across this book, right? I mean, you were looking for it, or what? Was this part of your personal development?
No, it was just it just all happened all of a sudden. You know, like things happen for a reason. That saying. So I was just surfing online, and then I logged into my Facebook page, and I just belonged to one of the groups, and one of the group members actually messaged the group. There was actually a group on the law of attraction, and we can talk about that another time, another topic, because there's a lot of detail on that. But then somebody sent a link which went over to Mark Victor Hansen's website, and I'm not sure if you're aware of him, but he was one of the co-authors for Chicken Soup for the Soul. And he put a link there that says download it, The Strangest Secret, and it just stuck out. I'm like, I want to know what the secret is. So I actually listened through most of the recording, and it didn't go. I didn't learn it until 30 minutes into the broadcast when he said what the strangest secret is. And once I learned it, I'm like, gosh, it all makes sense. Right.
Well, tell us, how do you think that this story, okay, the strangest secret, is going to help people? How's it going to benefit them?
It's going to benefit because by applying the strangest secret, it's going to help them realize their goals. I mean, this concept has been around for generations, for centuries. It's the one idea or the one thought that every scholar has agreed upon, all throughout the history. And, it's been applied by very successful people like Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, all the way to your current successful people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, to all of the self-made millionaires you hear about, in the press, people who've risen, from lines of poverty and became very successful afterwards because they've applied it.
Okay, Kris, you got my attention now. I'm just dying to know about the secret. So tell us more. Tell us, what it's all about.
Sure. The strangest secret is we become what we think. So again, it all has to do with your mindset, what you program onto it. And have you ever heard of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill?
Yeah, it's a great book.
It's a great book, and he best summarizes what the strangest secret is, and that's, whatever the mind can believe and conceive, it can achieve. That's one of the greatest quotes that I've heard as well. So it's all in the mindset. It's all what you think. It's all what you visualize your future to become. And if you stick to that vision, if you have that strong burning desire, then things will come true. And I know for some people, they may be skeptical because, when we grow up, we're conditioned to think, oh, you'll become successful if you go to school and get good grades and find a good job, out there and find a company that will take care of you for life. But You know, that's an old paradigm. That's something that, you know, perhaps 95% of the population thinks in order to become successful, where Earl Nightingale mentions that the top 5%, you know, who control most of the world's wealth, you know, apply the secret because they step back and they visualize the future, you know, that they want. They had that playing in their mind. And the reason why he calls it the strangest secret is it's not really a secret at all. The information is in front of everyone's face, but he called it strange because, you know, why is it that the 95% of the population aren't applying this, you know, into their lives and towards achieving success? So that's definitely, you know, a very important point that I came across and wanted to share with everybody.
Okay.